this is Janet Conklin coming to you from Khmer TV. I'm a realtor and I'm a technology consultant, and this magnificent lady sitting next to me is
Nancy Lee, and welcome to
the Real Talk. So this TV show is about empowering women. So we got so excited last time that we got together. We wanted to create something where people can call in, people can get trends and ideas about what's going on. So if women are doing something magnificent and great, we just want to hear from you. We'd like to invite you here, and we just want to just tell the world that you're doing so amazing.
Yeah, and even if you feel that you're not doing something amazing, but you probably are, you know, just reach out to us, or if you have anybody that you wanted to recommend, you feel that they need to be heard, feel free to reach out to us as well. We would love to sit down and talk with them. អរគុណច្រើនដែលទស្សនិកជនកំពុងតែទស្សនាកម្មវិធីភាសានេះគឺកម្មវិធីនេះជាកម្មវិធីថ្មីដែល Janet Conklin ហើយនៅនាងខ្ញុំបានបង្កើតឡើងគឺមានចំណងជើងថាពិភាក្សាការពិតកម្មវិធីនេះគឺដើម្បីលើកស្ទួយក្នុងសង្គមរបស់យើងបើសិនជាបងប្អូនមានរឿងអ្វីសំខាន់ឬក៏ល្អដែលចង់ចែកចាយនៅក្នុងសង្គមសូមមេត្តាតាក់ទងមកខ្មែរ TV ហើយនាងខ្ញុំក៏ចង់និយាយជាមួយនឹងគេផងដែរចាអរគុណច្រើន And with that being said, I have an amazing video that I think we should share. I really love it. A friend of mine, James Bunchun, sent it to me, also known as JB. Let's take a look at it.
Foggy, I never liked to be touched. And then one day showed up and a wire coming out of her mouth. She actually accepted me to pet her. I was like, I'm going in. So I opened and went in, grabbed the hook. Since that day, she's become the shark that loves to be touched the most. When I start removing hooks, other sharks start showing up with hooks. I've become obsessed with removing these hooks. I do believe they communicate, and they're shark dentists is in. The shark would come into my stomach and just sit there, and I just pet her. You can feel the jaw opening and closing on your lap, which is one of the most beautiful things to feel. And what I try to make people understand is sharks are not a machine, they're not a monster. This is a living, feeling creature. A shark shows up with a hook that I could tell is very uncomfortable. My brain cannot focus. It's not that as soon as they come in, I try to remove the hook. It takes a long time to build the trust. Some hooks are very easy. Some of them requires weeks. For as feared as they are, it's one of the most vulnerable animals. Their vulnerability makes me want to protect them. It was a childhood dream. My dream job was to be an underwater scuba ranger, to go roam around the oceans of the world and make sure that the reef is protected and I will have sharks for friends. I had the opportunity to take a trip to learn how to scuba dive in the Bahamas. I did my shark feeding dive, and I was just like, they dive with sharks, they work with sharks. I went back home and dropped everything. Told them, I said, I'll be back in a year, and moved to the Bahamas 24 years ago. I built this relationship by watching and by changing as the sharks changed. It's such an easy animal to be with. I read the sharks the same way I try to read my dogs. I actually read my sharks better than I read my dogs. I can see when a shark is having an uncomfortable day, and I can tell when the sharks are mellow. The food is what allows the sharks to come close enough for me to reach out and pet them. But then it's their decision to stay. I do recognize each and every one of them. I have Grandma, I have Stompy, I have Track, and I have others. These are my sharks, my babies. With the right knowledge and understanding, I think is one of the safest animals in the wild to be with. They're capable of understanding when we have food and we don't, and when we don't, they just not approach. I wear a chain suit to handle them. Not because they're aggressive or anything like that, but in the unlikely event they decide to bite. I call it the barrier that drops the barrier. Any day and spend whatever sharks beats anything else for me. They're not these vile creatures. They're so simple sometimes. There's no shark-infested waters. The waters belong to them, and we need sharks in the waters. These are the ambassadors, and they're my sharks, and I will take care of them as much as I can.
Wow. And that was amazing. You know, from watching that video, I'm so grateful that JB sent it to me because it changed my perception on shark. You know, I used to be afraid to get in the ocean because I was afraid of shark, for one thing, and another thing because I don't know how to swim. But now I feel that even if I get in the ocean, I'm not so afraid of sharks anymore. You know?
Mm-hmm. This story kind of reminded me of, do you remember the recent news where that little girl, teenager, she was surfing and she got bitten by a shark?
Okay.
But her dad helped her, and she's 5, and she still loves the shark. She did not blame the shark, you know. She's so wise. So it's like this lady is like, nature is interesting because nature, if you treat them right, like the shark, right, then they won't harm you. And so this lady, she's the dentist to the shark, which is really cool.
That is really cool. And I'm no shark expert, but I learned that sharks attack when, especially people are surfing, because when you're on a surfboard and you're paddling, it looks like a turtle.
Yeah.
To a shark who is under the water. Okay. So, and sharks, they like to eat turtles. I didn't know that before. But and also shark attacks when it's usually after the rain or mildew water, because that's when they go hunting for their prey.
Interesting.
So be mindful if you're going to get in the water. Always look out for the weather. And I just love this video because, you know, she's out there saving sharks, and it's something that we all need to be mindful about, especially what we are throwing in the ocean.
Yeah.
You know, like all these hooks, of course, it's from the fishermen or fisherwomen. And I'm not pointing fingers, and I'm not judging anyone here, but, you know, this is just, it's what we put in the ocean.
Yeah.
It shouldn't belong in there. And this is just them swimming in their home, in their own habitat, and so please be mindful.
True. I mean, they're a necessity. Sharks are a necessity. They're an equalizer. They balance out, you know, the ocean. So without them, it's going to be pretty bad. So everything has their check and balances, right?
Yes. And that's the amazing video of the week. If you have any videos you would like to see us talk about, please send it to Khmer TV. Inbox to Khmer TV. Send the link. It will be helpful. And again, that video, we took it from the Doodoo. We didn't create that video. We got to give credit to the source, and that's where we got it from.
Great. I love it.
So now what do you want to talk about, Janet?
I like to talk about just people going beyond, you know, customer service, right? Just, I was at Home Depot earlier, just trying to look for something for my selfie stick. You know how I love selfies, right? And this young lady, she's probably, you know, still in college, and she's working there, but she's very knowledgeable. And I just wanted to give her credit for being so patient with me. I was just looking for a little screwdriver, but she made sure that I got everything I needed. And the purchase was only $1.50, but I bought a gift card for her, a $15 gift card at Starbucks, because I appreciated her patience with me. And nowadays, you don't have anybody who is so patient. And this young lady know her stuff. Older guys came and asked her for advice, and she just knew her stuff, and she didn't drop me, and she just really wanted to make sure that I was, you know, helped. But she's just like a really, she's just a good representation of somebody who cares. Right?
Well, we're giving Home Depot a review here, and I gotta say, they do know their stuff. A few years ago, I was making a vanity mirror for my daughter, where I install a whole bunch of light bulbs around her mirror. And I know nothing about electricity, and I walk in there and I just asked a lady, and I said, my goal is to put all these light bulbs around this mirror. What do I need to do? And she was pretty good. She showed me how to connect the negative with the positive, and the mirror came out very nice, and it was something that I was very proud of, and my daughter is very happy to receive that mirror. So, you know, Home Depot do know their stuff.
I love stories like that. You just reminded me that there's a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of women in different fields, opening businesses, leaders in the communities, just really, you know, doing really wonderful stuff.
And as you can see, I'm the only person that's drinking here. Janet is having a fake glass over there, as she just wants to look cool, but hey, I'm not advertising or promoting drinking in any way. And again, if you're gonna drink, make sure you be responsible. Don't drink and drive. We're drinking here on the set because we're gonna be here for a few hours, and we want this to be a relaxing and at home atmosphere for us, because this is how our relationship started.
Actually, Nancy, this reminded me of us when we were collaborating. So yes. This is just a wonderful gesture and reminder of our relationship.
So I heard you made a video about this customer service. It's pretty big deal to you, huh?
Yes, I did. So take a look at the video.
Okay, let's take a look.
Hi everyone, it's Janet. I'm on a quest to make this darn selfie stick work. It's been 2 years I own this, and the screw fell off in 2 places, which is the critical, most crucial place a selfie stick would need to be, where it, you know, hold on to the harness of the phone. And I'm here with a really nice person at Home Depot. She's so patient. I think I've been here for at least 20 minutes, and she's really MacGyver this out. And so super sweet. I'm going to show you what we're doing, okay? So, right here, we put in a, what are we doing? What kind of screw did we put, Sasha?
Using a set screw, and a nut on the inside to hold it in place.
So what is a set screw?
Set screw is basically threaded. Usually it's used for like a lot of knobs, like door knobs for the levers so the handles don't fall off.
But it has no end point, right?
It has no end. It's threaded all the way.
Yeah. So my issue was the thickness of the end. So I ended up originally with a thicker, what you call, bolts or bolts, right? For instance, see this part here, the tip? I had a rounded one, and then I came here. We tried this, and it still didn't work. It was too thick, and I had, you know, the ring holder thing. So then we walked over here, and then there's a drawer that has these fasteners that doesn't have any end point. I figured, hey, why don't we just give it a shot, right? So Sasha here is screwing. She's so great. I owe her. Yep. So what she's doing is she's adding a tip, so and she's fastening it and making it tighter, so it won't be too loose. I'm relentless. I just won't give up. I did buy another selfie stick, and I'm going to do a product comparison. But I just have this obsessive behavior, and I just can't let go until I finish it. I think my husband agrees, and that's what he says. I'm obsessed with something. I get it done. It's like a project, and it's something that. Do you feel the same way? You know, I think you're the same way. I could see that she.
We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this.
We're gonna get it figured. She's great, and I owe her so big. So, moral of the story is, if it works out, don't give up. I had this for 2 years. We went to London, and then the screw fell out. so much for the selfie stick. So I bought another one, the Gorilla one. It's shorter, but this one comes with this remote control and you can charge it. And it has, you know, the extension and the leg. God, please let it work because I can't invest any more hours in this. It's not worth it, but I'm gonna make it work. So see you soon from Home Depot. Goodbye.
Bye.
Wow, that was amazing. You really went all out for this young lady. This is a quest for that screw, and you ain't screwing around.
You know, strong women like us, we're doers, right? Mm-hmm. When there's something on our mind, we complete the task. And I believe that you're the same way. Right?
Well, I don't know about that. I can't speak for myself, but there's a few times I slack off. But, you know, while we were on break, Jeff, which is Janet's husband, who is here with us in our audience, he's supporting his wife. That is very sweet of him. He just showed me a video of the X Factor in Cambodia. Mm-hmm. You know, I am so out of tune and so out of
tune. That's a good one.
With you know, with Cambodia, I'm so glad that Jeff, the Cambodian expert,
yes,
came up to us and shared us the news that in Cambodia there's X Factor is on their second week auditioning. Did you hear about that?
No, I haven't, but X Factor is a great show, right?
Yeah, and there was some pretty talented contestants that is on there now, and you know, there's even some that sings in English. Wow, mm-hmm. that is pretty amazing for a contestant to feel confidence enough to sing in English, which is a second language for them. So this is pretty amazing. I can't wait to follow it and to see who is going to be the winner. So thank you, Jeff, for bringing that to our attention.
Yes, I do. I believe that one day I'll be where I was, right there, right next to you. Inside, the day just seems so dark. The moon, the stars are nothing without you. Your touch, your skin, where do I begin? No word can explain the way I'm missing you. Any night, this emptiness, this hole that I'm inside, this tear that tell their own story. Told me not to cry when you were gone, yeah. But a feeling so overwhelming is my still strong. Can I lay by your side and see you? Take care of you. I don't wanna be if I can be with you tonight.
So do you have anything to share with us before we close?
No, I think we would like to thank the owner of Khmer TV for this.
Tony Lai and his beautiful wife Kuntia.
Yes.
For giving us this opportunity, the platform to share our vision and, you know, our love for the community. We do hope that you will reach out to us and comment and feel free to give us any suggestions. And also, ខ្ញុំចង់ជម្រាបបងប្អូនតែកំពុងតែទស្សនាថានាងខ្ញុំអំបញ្ញមិញហ្នឹងប្តីរបស់ Janet Jeff ដែលជាគៀងសក៏ប៉ុន្តែគាត់ស្រឡាញ់ខ្មែរស្រឡាញ់ប្រពន្ធខ្មែរបានយកដំណឹងមួយល្អមកចែកជាមួយនឹងនាងខ្ញុំគឺនៅប្រទេសខ្មែរឥឡូវនេះកំពុងតែមានបំឡងគេហៅថា X Factor ជាសប្តាហ៍ទី2កំពុងតែជ្រើសរើសអ្នកណាជាលេខ1ដូច្នេះអរគុណចាស់ច្រើនដែលបាន ចែកចាយដំណឹងនេះជាមួយនឹងនាងខ្ញុំហើយផងដែរបើសិនជាទស្សនិកជនមានយោបល់អ្វីដើម្បីធ្វើយ៉ាងម៉េចឲ្យជាកម្មវិធីនេះបានជោគជ័យនោះសូមមេត្តាតាក់ទងមកខ្មែរ TV ហើយនឹងជួយបដៅជួយណែនាំពួកយើងផងចាគឺថាគោលដៅហើយនឹងទស្សនវិស័យរបស់កម្មវិធីនេះគឺជួយលើកដំកើងបងប្អូនយើងហើយផងដែរក៏ជួយជាកំដរអារម្មណ៍មួយផងដែរចាដូច្នេះអរគុណច្រើនដែលបានទស្សនាកម្មវិធីនេះមុននឹងបញ្ចប់នាងខ្ញុំមាន quote មួយដែលបានជាភាសាអង់គ្លេស I have a quote that I want to share with us before we close. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I am currently following this book by Neil Donald Walsh. I love him. I love a good book, and you know I don't like to read much, but once I get a hand on a book, and if I like that book, I can't put it down. And it is called A Conversation with God. And what Neil said is that God said to him, if you saw yourself the way God sees you, you would be smile a lot. You would smile a lot. And I really, really love this quote because, you know, there are days we feel that we don't do enough. There are days that we feel discouraged, and there are days like, you know, we feel down, like we're a loser. Why, you know, we're, especially at this age, we're going through midlife crisis, pre-menopause. And so this quote comes in at a really good time for me. It made me cry, and cry with a smile on my face because, you know, that is really good to know that if, you know, God is looking and He's smiling at us because, you know, we do not see what we see in ourselves, right?
Absolutely.
We have a tendency of criticizing ourselves, at putting ourselves down, and we have a tendency of, you know, giving others compliments, but yet we are so crucial to ourselves. So I really love this quote, and I hope you do too. And thank you for watching. And again, this is brought to you by
Real Talk. See you again.
Cheers.
Cheers next week.